Security Mouse.
Yes, I need to speak with the tip line.
Oh, please. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. Thank you for calling the Homeland Security Investigations tip line. If you have a life or death emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling from a law enforcement agency, please press 3. Para Español, oprima número 7. If you are calling to provide a tip or add information to previously provided tip, please note that all tips filed with the tip line are considered law enforcement sensitive and confidential. Not all tips result in law enforcement action, and we will not provide you with the status of your tip report. Also note that once a tip report is filed, it cannot be canceled. To file a new tip report or add information to an existing tip report, press 1. The HSI tip line is for reporting suspected crimes and violations of United States laws within the jurisdiction of the Department of Homeland Security. All information received on the tip line will be reviewed by the appropriate HSI personnel and forwarded as deemed appropriate. HSI retains the discretion to act on any information received, and there is no guarantee your report will result in a law enforcement action. Please note that we are not able to provide you with any possible timeframes regarding when or if your report will be acted upon. Your call will be recorded, and filing a false report is a crime and violators may be prosecuted. Please select from the following options, and the next available analyst will take your call. Hold times will vary. Select from one of the following 8 options. To report information about a most wanted fugitive, press 1. To report instances... Homeland Security Investigations.
Yes, I'm calling to report some terrorism in Iran, or I don't really know what you would call it, but it is certainly related to terrorism in Iran.
Terrorism in Iran?
Yes.
Is it in the U.S. or in Iran?
It's in Iran.
We don't have jurisdiction in Iran.
Well, it's related to nuclear terrorism.
Okay, in the U.S.?
No, it's related... Yes, well, potentially. We're talking about terrorism in Iran, like Iran developing nuclear weapons, the deadlines, the actual dates when they will do so, other events in Iran which will set other things in motion, which will create a greater climate for more terrorism in the world.
Okay, and how did you find out this information?
Well, let's just say that Alireza Ahmadinejad told me all these things, and Alireza Ahmadinejad is ended up dead on December 12th.
Okay, so Ahmadinejad told you this information. What else did he tell you?
He also told me that they're very close to having nukes, which is already known, but the dates for them to go nuclear will be on December 7th, on the 7th of December, and shortly followed after that, on the 20th of December, they will be tactically nuked by unknown forces.
Anything else?
Yes, and his mother will die. Will be apostate on December 3rd, and she will die. Now, what do you think all that basically comes down to meaning?
You told me. You called me.
Well, I think we've got a lot of terrorism in Iran, and I think we're talking about the second coming of Christ. So make sure you file that away in your report, sir, and I'll make sure I file it away in mine.